Hi guys, today we'll try stripping some enamel paint. Be right back after this message. If you like the video or channel, please consider subscribe, like, share or comment. Thank you. Hi everyone, Kik from Clker. Today's show is part 2 of our stripping paint series. A while back, we stripped some Tamiya acrylic paint. This episode will look at removing Tamiya enamel paint. So what we have here for the experiment are 4 plastic spoons. I've primed them with Mr. Mahonigan surfacer. Then at the top half of the spoon, I spray painted Tamiya enamel lemon yellow. At the lower half, I sprayed with Tamiya acrylic light green. Please pardon for the not very smooth paint job, as I just want to get enough paint on to do the test. Now anyway, I'm going to try different products and see how each one reacts with the paint. What we have here are Zippo lighter fluid, generic turpentine I bought from a local hardware store, Umbro enamel thinner, and oven cleaner that we used to strip acrylic paint before. I'll dip each liquid with a cotton swab and try rubbing the paint off. And for the oven cleaner, I'll spray it on the entire test spoon to test. Now one thing I must point out is, if you need to strip a lot of paint, please do wear a mask or perhaps gloves as well, because the film are strong on all these products and they can leave a stain on your hands for a very long time. So let's get into the tests. Now with our first test, I will try the Zippo. I will first rub it on the enamel paint at the top of the test spoon. Now as you can see, it works really well. It easily rubbed off the enamel paint.
A few moments later.
It seems to have no effect on the primer as well. Maybe if I rub it really hard, the surfacer will come off a little bit, but it might be due to force rather than chemical reaction. Then I'll try the Zippo on the Tamiya acrylic, and it is not rubbing much off really, maybe just a little bit. So this is something you might need to watch out for when you are cleaning your wash or removing panel line accent, as it can potentially remove some of your base paint too. This is why sometimes it's best to cover your base paint with say a clear coat before applying your wash or doing panel lines. Now next, I will use some Turps here. Now in theory, this should work too. So as you can see, it does rub off the enamel paint with relative ease.
A few moments later.
And on the acrylic, it behaved very much the same as the Zippo, where it has very little effect really. Moving on, I will use the Umbro enamel thinner. It again rubbing off the enamel paint with ease.
A few moments later.
But the further I rub, I can see the surfacer is getting removed as well. Now, if I apply the thinner on the acrylic paint, it reacts with the paint too, as you can see, and part of the green is getting removed too. So it showed that the enamel thinner is quite a strong liquid and it does react with a lot of different paints too. Finally, I will try the oven cleaner. I've sprayed it on the test spoon and left it for an hour or so. Then I rinse it off with water, and you can see the green acrylic paint was removed as expected, but the enamel paint is still intact. So there you go. You can see how easy it is to remove enamel paint. The things we need to watch out for is some enamel thinner might be too strong, and they can affect the underlying paint too. So watch out for that. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's experiment. Again, if you like the show, please consider subscribing. Give it a like, share it, and comment below. Otherwise, we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time. Bye now.